you spot a business opportunity that you believe in and you realize that you do not have the skill for it, you go for training. What most people don't like to do is invest in themselves. Hi friends, thank you for coming back to watch my content. If you are new here, you are warmly welcome. My name is Alice, and on this channel I share with you everything starting your own business. All along I've been sharing with you some simple startup tips to help you put things in place before you actually launch your business. In today's video, I am going to share with you some business or side hustle ideas in the fashion industry that you can start today to either supplement your income or even pursue as a full-time business. This is actually the first of a series of videos on business ideas that I intend to bring to you. So make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification button so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Now, the fashion industry is very huge and there are so many different business ideas that you can look at. These 5 that I am about to share with you are side hustles, some of which I have done myself, others I know people who are into them. So in no particular order, the first on my list is to sell fabrics. People are always buying fabrics for one occasion or the other, for weddings, adornings, funerals, and what have you. Fabrics come in different forms. We have the African print, we have lace fabrics, we have the kente, the sardine kente, the northern fugu. We have fabrics for corporate clothing and different types of fabrics that you can actually specialize in. I have been selling fabrics, particularly organza and lace fabrics, as a side hustle since 2013. Though I am not consistent, like having stock all the time, from time to time I go for these fabrics and sell. I can tell you that this is a very good side hustle. You don't need a lot of money to start this side hustle. There are people who sell on wholesale basis, so you can actually start with whatever amount that you have to test the market. And if you get to a stage where you realize this is something you want to do on a large scale, you can start buying from the manufacturers yourself or even start importing your own fabrics. So take a look at this idea, do your own research and see if this is something that you can actually do. Forget about not having a shop. Gone are the days when not having a shop was a barrier to doing business. Today we all sell online. Make good use of any social media platform that you are on, particularly WhatsApp, Instagram and the rest, and sell your fabrics. Yeah. Number 2 side hustle on my list is to sell corporate clothing. This is where you specialize in selling office clothing to people who work in the corporate world. Office dresses, skirts, shirts for both men and women. You can source your office clothes from wholesalers locally, or you can also do that on mini importation basis. These days, many people are even comfortable wearing our own African print to the office, or you can look out for designs where you have a little bit of the African print mixed with the normal office clothing. With this business, your target market is well defined. You are going to sell mostly to people who work in the offices. If you are working in the office, you can start by marketing and selling to your colleagues in the office and even other workers in companies around your workplace. With this side hustle, my advice is that make sure you have a strategy where your debt collection period is very short. The truth is that because your customers are workers, they would likely buy on credit and promise to pay at the end of the month. I have sold office dresses, skirts and shirts before, and I know that this business is very lucrative. The third side hustle idea in the fashion industry that I want to share with you is to make and sell beaded products like beaded bags, slippers, necklaces and what have you. Guys, beaded products are very pricey and you can make a lot of money by making and selling them. Maybe right now you are going to say, oh Alex, how do I go about learning how to bead? I can tell you that beading is not all that difficult. Look, about 4 years ago, I attended a skills acquisition training organized by one big church here in Accra, and I chose to sit in the beading class. And just for a day, I can tell you, I was able to make beaded slippers, which I wore for over a year, and I also made necklaces, which I still wear to church. Why am I telling you this? You can actually spend 2 to 3 weekends learning how to bead. When you spot a business opportunity that you believe in and you realize that you do not have the skill for it, you go for training. What most people don't like to do is invest in themselves, but investing in a skill or knowledge is the best investment that you can ever make. It will definitely pay off. The fourth side hustle idea in the fashion industry on my list is to sell second-hand clothing. You may not like to wear second-hand clothing. There are people like that, but I can tell you a lot of people patronize second-hand clothing. This business is so big in Ghana. All you have to do is go to Kantamanto. Then you will have an understanding of how big this market is. You can actually specialize in any type of clothing, kids clothing, men's clothing, women's clothing, and what have you. And it doesn't even have to be only clothing. You can do bags, shoes, and any other second-hand item that you think can move fast. There is a young guy here in Accra who was featured on TV for taking second-hand clothing to an executive level. This is a young man who was doing his master's in international diplomacy, and he started selling second-hand clothing to his friends. Today, he has branded his second-hand clothing business to a level that he says he is very proud of. Gone are the days when we perceived certain jobs or certain businesses to belong to a certain group of people, excuse me, like school dropouts or people who haven't gone to the university. I always say that you that have gone to the university or think you have achieved higher education, take what the ordinary uneducated person is doing and use your knowledge, the knowledge that you have acquired through your higher studies, to make it to a level that you can be proud of. And this is what this guy has done with his second-hand clothing business. I get passionate when talking about these things because I had the same mindset some years ago that certain jobs or certain businesses belong to a certain category of people. And there are still a lot of people, particularly young people in the universities, who still have the same mindset. Have I tried second-hand clothing business before? Yes, I have. Some years ago, I was traveling home to the north and I went to this Nigerian man that I used to buy office shirts from. And I told him to sell to me one of his bales, and he actually did. I took this bale home to Bulga, made my money back, and also made profits. So I can tell you that second-hand clothing business is very profitable. And you don't need a lot of money to start this side hustle. You don't need to go for the whole big. First, you may not have the money. Second, you may not even be familiar with the nature of business. So this is what you can do. Go to Kantamanto or any other market where second-hand clothing is sold, and do a selection of whatever type of clothing that you want to sell. Come and put it down another day or another weekend. Go back, do another selection, come and put it down. Next time, go. Before you realize, you have a collection of nice second-hand clothing that if you have a shop, you put them there as a boutique. If you don't have a shop, you sell them to people around you or you sell them online. The young guy I referred to earlier on started selling his clothing online. Even today, he still sells mostly through Instagram and other social media platforms. So with all these ideas, whatever it is that you decide to do today, make good use of social media and people around you to sell. The fifth and last side hustle idea in the fashion industry I want to share with you today is to go into branded t-shirt printing. I am not talking about setting up your own t-shirt printing press. I am talking about print on demand. This is where you come up with designs for t-shirts, for capes, scarves, and any other souvenirs that people would like to have when they are celebrating anniversaries or events. You don't need to have your own printing press. That is why it is called print on demand. There are a lot of printing presses out there that are looking for clients. As and when you have an order from people who see your designs and like them, you take them to the printer, add your margin to whatever the printer is charging, and then you take it to the client and you are good to go. This is a business that is in vogue right now. A lot of people are doing it, and you don't need a lot of money. Even with this one, you can even start without money at all. You can get a lot of design ideas online. You can also employ your own creativity to come up with nice designs that you think people will like. So my friends, that has been it. I've shared with you 5 side hustle ideas in the fashion industry that you can start today to supplement your income. Now, one important thing I would like to say before I end is that take these ideas and evaluate them. I am very much particular about the need to evaluate a business idea before you start. I did a video on idea evaluation. I will link it in the description of this video. My friends, if you have found this video useful, give it a like, share it with your friends and loved ones. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on that subscribe button and grow with me. Until I come your way next time with another set of business or side hustle ideas in another area or sector. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed. Bye.